Hi everybody, welcome to my 2026 journal lineup. Okay, because I go all out decorating for Christmas in my Christmas journals, usually January I use a pretty simple journal. This one has just got lines. This is a novel journal, so of course the lines are actually the words of the novel. And I've got about 5 different novel journals, and I chose this one because I love the quote on the front: "The distance is nothing when one has a motive." I have started this. This is the inside covers, very pretty. And it's got the blue edgings of the pages, and the inside covers are like that. And I'm just using blue pen. And I'll be using pink as well. I'll be alternating. So this is my current journal. And I'll be moving into this one. I've already pre-decorated this. I've already started some research notes on dolphins for my personal curriculum. And I have glued in a whole lot of my dolphin writing paper to decorate the pages. And a few dolphin pictures as well. Because it's summer, I like to use a summer journal, and this one actually reminds me of where we used to go on holiday as a kid up north at Watafifi. Reminds me of one of those beaches. Probably isn't, because this is a typo journal. This one was a $2 shop journal, and this one was Paper Plus years ago when they had about six different designs. And these two are, I'm mostly using my bigger journals this year. These are B5 and A4. And another summary journals. I like the blue, reminds me of the ocean water, and this yellow's the sun. So they were quite nice to use. B5 soft cover again. These were from Pandamart, which is like Temu, but an open store here in New Zealand. And continuing the ocean theme, I've got this Temu mermaid journal. And this one, I love the detail of this. It's actually 3D material roses. This is actually, if you're thinking, oh, that looks very bridal, you would actually be correct, because this is actually a wedding guest book. And no, I'm not getting married. But on one of my personal curriculum subjects, I'm going to be using this, and I'll be using it just as a normal journal, just ignoring what's up here. Because I love that idea. For my February curriculum, and that's doing it that way is a B5. We've got this one. This was another, oh no, this is the warehouse, and it's just hardback. This reminds me of the bark of a tree, and it's just plain lines. Unity brand. And then we've got my 2 alien notebooks, fluffy. It's just got normal lined pages. And this one's got green in there, and normal lined pages. And they're both hardback, A5 size. And then, in spite of me saying I want to use bigger ones, this is for another future curriculum project. This is a Temu journal from way back, A5 size. I love that colour. And from memory, I think it's got a pocket. Does it have a pocket? Yes. Pocket in the front. Is this teal? Is that teal colour? Maybe not. Maybe teal's a bit darker. Not sure. Maybe that's more teal. Anyway. So I'm looking forward to using that. And then this is another Temu one. A4. This is another one I found in an op shop. This is B5. It's got all the pockets. Oops. And then it's got these down the side, which I'll probably cut them off. And it's just lined 9 pages. I'll just use it as like a normal journal. And it's got, I think, bear with me. Oh, that's nice. It's got the, oh, so I might keep these in actually, because I quite like the pictures. They all got pictures. Oh, they do. Okay, so I'll just cut these tabs off, and I'll keep these dividers in, but just use it as a normal journal. Just start at the front and work my way through. But I like these dividers. They're very cute. And in the back, I've just remembered there is a notepad. Gosh, everything's blurry. There we go. A notepad of the same colour, and by the looks of it, it's a bit dusty. It's an apricot inside cover. Oh, it is too. Apricot. So I thought that's cool. I've got another project ready for that as well. Excited to be using that. And that is it so far. There are lots more I'm going to use, but everything's in storage. My life's a bit chaotic at the moment. Normally at this time of year I would have put out my end of year journal tag or a journals I've completed 2025 video, but I've had to pack up. I packed up and moved in 36 hours, so everything is basically in storage. I have no idea where all the journals are. I packed up so quick, it wasn't even organised. It was just find a box and just dump stuff because I had to get out. Yeah, long story, but had to get out of there quickly. So I'm house sitting at the moment. All of my belongings are in storage while I try and find accommodation. Try and find somewhere to rent. So at the moment I'm living out of basically a bag of clothes and 2 boxes of journaling stuff, which has mostly got these journals, because I grabbed these because I thought I don't know what's going to be happening in the future and I need to know I've got journals here to use. And all my Christmas journaling stuff, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyway, that is some of the journals I'll be using this year. I'll probably do another video probably mid-year about the other journals I'll be using, because obviously there'll be another whole bunch. Okay everybody, I look forward to seeing what journals you have in your journal lineup. Even if you are not too sure if you're going to use them, even if you're second guessing yourself already, that's perfectly acceptable. I change my mind all the time, usually because something happens, something big happens in my life, and I'm in the middle of and I'm using a journal. I'm like, yeah, you know what? This just does not fit the period of my life right now, and that one gets put to the side. I think I used probably 2, maybe 3 of the journals that I had in my lineup last year, which is pretty bad. Normally I usually keep them, but last year, oh God, it was a nightmare. So chaotic. Everything, yeah. We won't dwell on 2025. Let's just say I'm glad 2025's over. 2026 is a numerology is a number 1 year. So yes, that is. I'm feeling excited about what is to come. Things are going to improve, and yes, it's going to be a good year. It's going to be a good year. So at least I know I've got my journals here. All I need is my journals and a roof over my head, and everything else will sort itself out. So yes, anyway, let me know in the comments how your journaling's going, if you've got any journaling goals for the year. I don't really. No, just I'm still plodding my way through trying to finish off last year's 2025's journals. That's a project unto itself. So much happened, but I want to get it documented because it was a hell of a year, and I need to process that, and I haven't really processed a lot of it through journaling yet, so I'm going to go through and do that. So it's just going to be keeping up with this, keeping up with my personal curriculum, not putting too much pressure on myself. If it all gets too hard, I can drop stuff, pick stuff up, slow down, speed up, it doesn't matter. I'm very flexible. I have a sort of a schedule, so I know what I'm doing. But yeah, no, if life after 2025, I'm very flexible with stuff because I'm used to problems and drama coming from each direction and having to sort stuff out. So, but like I said, hopefully this year will be a better year. Anyway, that's me. Yeah, hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear about how your journaling is going and what you're up to. And if you haven't seen my previous video, Happy New Year.